Howdy! How's everybody out there in YouTube land today? I hope this finds you well. Welcome to another exciting episode of Mind Equals Blown. I'm here with my cohort in crime, and Lord have mercy, I got things coming in my head here from other. Jeez.
Too many buttons to push.
Lord have mercy. I wish they'd fix that. But got my cohort in crime over here, Matt Haas, and
Hi,
he's
everyone.
got about 50 channels on YouTube, and he's got them on, let's say, Periscope, and he's got them on BitChute, and he's got them on Twitch, and he's got them on, I don't know.
Whatever. Every corner of the internet, there's a show that I have somewhere.
all things video.
Something about wood, you know, it's all over the place.
Awesome videos.
Yeah. Awesome wood things, awesome fun things, all things YouTube. Piano awesome.
Piano possum.
Piano awesome. No possum.
It'll always be piano possum to me.
I'm not seeing it. I'm just not seeing it. But hey, you do you.
We're gonna have to make up a meme with a piano possum.
Well, the beaver. I'm trying to work out the piano beaver shtick. But
it'd be banjo beaver. You got to take up the banjo now.
No, the piano's hard enough. Brenda, who do we got in the house?
Oh, we got so many people in the house. The house is rocking. I'll tell you what, all of you that's in the house, you get to share in this video. Let's see how many people we can get in here tonight. Let's rock the Casbah. We got Mark Lindsay CNC in the house. You Not Ready 365 is in the house. Frankie CNC and Woodworking Channel is in the house. Harmel Media is in the house. Hello, Steve. We got Judy Turner in the house.
Jim Dockrell.
Mill is in the house.
Yeah.
Jim Dockrell is in the house. Salvatore, and I cannot pronounce his last name, but Salvatore, we love you. He's down in Florida, and he makes some outstanding music videos. Let's see. I think I got them all named there so far, but get this thing shared out. Hit that like button. Hit it like a boss. Pow.
Smack it. Slap a like on it.
We're tickled to death to have everybody with us tonight. And who knows what we're going to come up with. Last week was the giveaway drawing, and everybody that won should have got their stuff by now if they've gone to the post office to pick it up, because some of you have boxes there at the post office, and then some of them I know have been out of town on business, so they might not have got theirs, but it's waiting for you. You know, wherever you get stuff. Mutt Nuts is in the house. Good to see you, honey. I'm glad you made it. She has been missing in action. She says that she's at the point of burnout. Well, now we can't have that. No. The holidays are upon us. A week from today is Thanksgiving.
Oh my God.
1 week from today. We're not going to do a video next week, are we? A live stream?
No.
Because I figure you'll be so full of turkey you can't waddle yourself in there to sit down at the computer.
If you want to do it, I'll do it. But
well, I figure everybody will be so sleepy after eating all that turkey that they won't even be able to turn the computer on Thursday night.
We should do a show where it's nothing but vulgarity from you and us, since no one's going to be watching.
Can I rant? Can I just put my vents out there? Just, this is what really ticks me off. It'll be
the anti-Thanksgiving. Wait a minute, that's not very American.
I'll make Susie Q look like she's a little princess.
Lord, it's up to you. To be determined if we're having it.
No, Thanksgiving to me is just another day of the week. I don't have no place to go. I sit here. I generally sleep through it. Years ago, I tried to adopt a new tradition for Thanksgiving, and I had wild turkey for Thanksgiving every year.
You know what we used to do with my friends when we were younger? Since Thanksgiving's traditionally earlier in the day, like you have dinner around 2 p.m., stuff like that. When the evening rolls around, and you just, okay, you've moved past all of the scheduled festivities. We would all go to a bar and get blackout drunk. We would go to this club, and we knew the one waitress, and we were like, okay, here's what you do. This is our order. I was drinking, and they had, since no one goes to bars on Thanksgiving Day, they had $2 well drinks. So I was like, okay, I want a bourbon and Coke, and then this gets just with the low shelf liquor. We're like, every time you don't even take our order, every time you go to put in an order at the bar, just automatically put in another order for us and then just serve us. So we don't even want to ask for another drink. Just every time you go, like take someone else's order, just put it in. Oh my Lord. We were ripped.
Oh man.
Now, I had a hotel attached to the bar, so we stayed at the hotel. So there's no driving, but still, Thanksgiving Day evening.
So you eat all that food just so that you can re-experience it on the way back out.
It's a good buffer. Yeah, yeah. It soaks up a lot of it. Hopefully it stays down. But yeah.
See, we had Na Rumit came in. I'm glad to have you with us this evening. Thanks for coming. Dave
Gatton here.
Yep, Dave Gatton is in the house and Crystal's here.
Dave Gatton, he has morning live streams every morning, 9 p.m. Eastern.
I have seen that. It's always after the fact for me because I get up and then I start doing my housework and the dogs need my attention. And oh Lord, one of them dogs is on the blacklist this week.
Uh-oh.
You don't even want to know.
The Australian Shepherd.
Yeah, one of them.
I thought they could do no wrong.
Well, she's 9 years old and she's starting.
Oh boy.
Good golly. She ate her flea collar. She got it off and ate it. Left little remnants of it all over the place and thought it was confetti and decided, okay, we're going to bat that all over the house.
How's that even a thing?
I was waiting for her to die from eating a flea collar, but no, it doesn't seem to have phased her. But she knows she's definitely on the blacklist right now.
Russ Clarity just stopped by.
Well, good to have you in the house, Russ. Let's see. There's anybody else
hasn't dropped a like on the show. Go ahead and do that, please, if you haven't already.
Donald Vlogsify's Wood Shop.
Donald Matthews.
He rocks. I'm here to tell you, he rocks. He is old school wood crafter. Does it all with the hand tools, or the majority of it with the hand tools. Lord have mercy. If you ain't seen the videos on that table he made, you've missed out. You need to get over there and see what he did with a few hand tools and some ingenuity. From a pallet. An old pallet that you get like furniture on.
He can surprise you with the skills. No doubt.
Man.
No doubt.
Boy, I tell you what, he's smarter than he looks, isn't he?
His Mensa applications pending.
I'm just kidding, Donald. You rock. Now, Russell Clarity, he's in here just on his private channel tonight. He's not on his Simply Wooden Creations channel, unless he changed the name of it. But he hasn't changed the name that I know of. But Russell does a show on Saturday nights called Simply Wooden Creations. And it's about woodworking primarily, but we have a lot of fun. He has a panel on there, and Matt and I are on his panel. And we give him what for. I really gave him what for this past week. I was overdue. I hadn't given him what for in a while.
You were wound up. No, he had the giveaway. He had the giveaway on last week's show.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Well, it wasn't a giveaway. It was the contest.
The prizes.
Yes.
It's the prizes award.
The scrolling contest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The winners were chosen.
That's right.
Good
we
stuff.
had a giveaway last week.
This was an entry. This was my entry in his challenge because I made it on a scroll saw. Doesn't look like I made it on a scroll saw, but I did.
If it said piano possum, it would have won.
Well, I didn't
listen.
I didn't know how to scroll a P in this size. I could only scroll a P in that size. So,
well, then scroll it in that size.
Yeah.
Go with your strength.
Well, Dave Hart's here. Hi, Dave.
Good to see you, Dave.
So, what do we do on this show, Brenda?
Well, we discuss topics that are true facts, and we have audience participation where you give us some kind of a true fact, odd fact. And if we are blown away by it, if it blows our minds, Matt will give you a virtual taco and I will give you a cowbell ring.
How much do those cost?
Well, they're free.
Free?
And they ain't worth anything except fun. You know, if you like to have fun, you're at the right place because we do have fun here.
You heard that here first, folks. There have been no virtual tacos awarded this show. So you could be the first to get one if you drop an interesting fact in the chat room. And if it blows our mind, you get a free virtual taco and maybe a cowbell ring.
And we also network here. So, you know, you check out each other's channels. If you like what you see on somebody else's channel, hit that red button and leave a comment there on their video. Play the video in full. You know, give them some view time. And hit the like button. Always hit the like button. Always leave comments. This is something I wanted to cover is when you watch somebody's video, leave a comment. It helps promote the videos. And we all need help as creators on this platform. It's helping each other out. So
I recommend the comment be about the video and not something generic. YouTube's kind of wonky about generic comments.
Well, and check your spam folder. Every day, check your spam folder. Because a lot of times I see comments show up in the spam folder that shouldn't be there. And I know that some of my comments go to the spam folders and they shouldn't go there. And I've had people jump all over me about it. Don't jump on folks because their comments go to spam folder. Be glad you got them. If you don't like the comment, you can always delete it.
Yeah.
But
they took the time to write it.
Yeah. You know, they took the time out of their day to play your video and leave a comment. So don't be nasty and jump on folks for they don't have any. I have no control. When I type a comment, I have no control over where YouTube's going to put it. And neither do you. So don't jump on people for where their comments land. Just be happy that you got it. Be grateful for what you receive.
Donald says he's not sure our comment's going to fix what's wrong with him. I put a virtual taco in the chat just to kind of tease the watchers into dropping us interesting facts. We'll also raise the curtain.
Yeah, we can raise the curtain. If you want to, once your video put or your channel put up here on the big screen so everybody can see what you do, let us know by saying raise the curtain in the chat. And Matt will pull it up here and we'll take a look at what you're doing on your channel. If you want it reviewed, you can tell us that, but be sure you got a thick skin because Matt's bad. Matt's a bad boy.
I tell you what I like and I tell you what I don't like. Now, this was a request before the show got rolling of a raise the curtain. This is Frankie's CNC and Woodworking channel. And does a lot of what you would expect, woodworking. And CNC is a type of machine. It's a computer-controlled overhead carver. But he has an unboxing video that he wants me to look at. So let's do that now. Go to his video list, and we'll do unboxing. Pocket hole jig. Do you know what a pocket hole jig is?
Well, yeah, I'd like to have one. I don't have one. Can he send me that one?
Well, you have to ask. It's a way to join two boards with a somewhat hidden, very strong screw. And the pocket that's bored out for the screw is up on a slight angle. And looks like he's got all the fixings with it. The special screws that work with the pocket hole. And the first thing was the item that actually guides the bit. Cool. Frankie's CNC and Woodworking channel.
Yeah, I'd like to experiment with one of those on a project that I want to do to see if it'll hold it strong enough to do what I want to do with it. I'm going to start by doing a lap joint and see if that's strong enough. It's 2x2s that I'm going to be making like a frame out of. And the frame is going to be taking some stress. And the current one I have are just the 2x2s are just butted up against each other.
Yeah, joints aren't very good.
And that's not strong enough to do what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to try a lap joint and see if that'll work. And I would like to have a pocket jig to try that on another one and just test the two of them against each other and see which one's stronger.
Wow, it looks like it's made out of all metal. That's a nice one. Wow. All right, there you go. That is Frankie's CNC and Woodworking channel. Go ahead and push that red button if you haven't already. And,
well, Frankie, if you want to give that away, put my name on it. I ain't shy. I'll just, put it right out there.
He's saying it's not plastic like the other blue folks. There's a different brand that everyone uses. That's made out of plastic. Oh, we have a fun fact here. The only letter that doesn't appear in the periodic table is the letter J. There's not an element with the letter J in it? That's Mark Lindsay CNC. That's crazy.
The joint Brenda is talking about is technically called a half lap joint. Okay. What did I call it?
A lap joint, I think.
Lap joint, yeah.
Oh. So there's full laps and half laps. It depends if it's in the middle of a board or if it's on the end of
it's on the end of the board. It'd be a half lap.
Yeah. All right, so I will award a taco to Mr. Mark Lindsay. He got the first one, folks. You can get the second one.
Donald says to dovetail it. I don't think that'll be strong enough in a 2x2 for the stress it's going to be taken.
Well, is there like downward force? Is like force?
Yeah,
this way?
Yeah. Well, it's force from both sides. It's for a loom. So you got the warp going one way, you got the weft going the other way, and that's going to be pulling in both directions. And the one I've got is just screwed in from the ends, and it's twisting the boards.
I see.
And so I don't think that would be strong enough.
Whoops.
For what I'm doing with it. So I want something that's really going to be strong and it's going to hold up, because it's not just like you're going to use it one time and whatever happens, it happens. No, this is something that's supposed to last for years and years.
You could use a combination of wood glue and something else. You could use pocket holes, but wood glue is very strong.
Well, I wanted to use the wood glue with the lap joint.
That would never come apart, ever.
Okay. Yeah. All right. No. So, I'm just kind of grasping at what is going to actually last and hold up. I don't want it splitting. I don't want it twisting.
If you do a half lap with wood glue, the wood beam itself would break before the joint goes away. Six Hand Spices here. Hello. That's an interesting channel name. I like that.
Yes, it is. Like that.
Yeah.
Glad to have you with us.
I only have two hands, but Six Hand Spice. There you go.
Sounds like a cooking channel.
Yeah, Frankie says the glue is stronger than the wood fibers. That's absolutely true. Wood glue, that is. Wood glue to be used on wood. Very strong. Very strong. And Mark Lindsay confirms half lap should work well for a tapestry loom. I did a video where I did little animations of several types of joints, and I was like full laugh, half lap, pat lap. We have a friend named Pat Lap. It was his face on the joint. It was a half a second. No, I don't think anyone caught it on the interwebs. I put a lot of Easter eggs like that in my video. I put a weird crap. You gotta watch them. You gotta really watch them. Find odd stuff.
Mark says that would work well for a tapestry loom. Well, see, the thing of it is, this isn't tapestry that we're doing. It is a pile weave where you just keep wrapping the yarn both ways, wrapping it until you get a thick pile. And then you're going to cut through part of that to make pom-poms once you get it all wrapped. But you got, oh my goodness gracious, there's probably 100 or more laps of yarn.
So there's a lot of stress, in other words.
Yeah, a lot of stress.
Pounds per square inch.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
So, if it was just tapestry, even just putting it together with a couple screws in the ends of the boards wouldn't be a big deal. But no, this takes a lot of pressure.
Well, the thing about a half lap is there's so much surface that's the power of it.
Yeah.
Because it's the whole width of the board, that big surface of glue touching each other. That's what makes it strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, your butt joints are the weakest. Weakest out.
Frankie says lap joint is when you fall asleep in your chair. Well, I'll tell you what. You put the taco out there, so you know what we're missing. I got him.
Once again, Brenda strikes. Our viewers are now deaf.
Oh, has everybody out there in the chat enjoyed these 1940s videos that I put up? Because I put the one up the other day of the military where my grandpa was in the military. That is my grandpa on the thumbnail, in case you missed that in the description. But has everybody enjoyed those? Because I think I've run my gambit on pulling stuff out of those videos for what you all would be interested in seeing out of them. And
I like them. I know they're a difficult edit process for you too. So.
Well, I've learned a lot. We will say that. I haven't learned near enough, but I have learned a lot. I mean, I have come leaps and bounds in my editing skills from the first one that I put up there because I knew nothing. Zero, zip, zilch, nothing about editing. Nothing. And, to be able to put that stuff together, everybody seemed to be real happy with the choices of music that I put with the videos, because I tried to pick stuff from that era to go with the videos. And the little dog one was when I found that big top music to put with the one with the dogs. I thought that was really priceless right there.
I like the crash test derby, or the one where they were jumping the cars over the ramps. Yeah, that was
Daredevil act.
That was different.
Yep. That's how it all started out before Evil Knievel came on the scene. But
Mark Lindsay says he's digging them. That's good.
Since I ran my gambit on those, I had a question come up the other day that somebody wanted an answer to, and I'm all about free advice.
Yeah.
So I brought Heifer Haven back out of mothballs, and there'll be a new Heifer Haven go up later tonight.
Yes.
So for those of you that's been jonesing for the Heifer Haven.
This is an internet treasure if you haven't seen any of Brenda's Heifer Haven episodes. Love them. Free advice episodes.
Holiday advice.
Very fitting. Perfect timing.
Holiday advice. So, here we are with the holidays upon us. I can't believe it's going to be Thanksgiving next week.
I know.
Where was summer?
It came and went.
I missed it.
I know, right?
Because it was just snowing.
Yeah.
I missed out on a whole couple seasons there.
Well, instead of summer, the first part of summer, at least where you and I live, rain. There was nothing but rain. Rain.
Oh, yeah. It started in the spring and it didn't stop until fall.
Yeah.
I liked it. I got my yard mowed because it was raining all the time. The guy that I had to mow my yard said he'd have to do it with a boat.
It was so hard for the neighbors to keep up. When I look out my window while I'm working here, and my neighbor's yard, you could see like waves of it was like what is it, wheat? I was like, wait, like you could see them like go in ripples.
This was the first year that there hasn't been a battle in the neighborhood of people trying to keep up with the neighbors on mowing the yard. I don't know if it goes on where you are, but here, if you mow your yard, then they got to get out and mow their yard too, like within hours. It's like everybody's yard has to be the same height. I like to wait until they mow their yard and give it like 2 or 3 days, and then go out and mow mine.
Because they can't do it
theirs don't need mowing, but they'll go out and they'll mow it anyway because I've mowed my yard, so they have to get their yard mowed too.
I think you're overthinking it.
So this year, with so much rain, it was like everybody got out and mowed their yard if there was any semblance of dryness. Even then, the yard was still wet. It would be mud underneath the grass. You mow, and you know how your lawnmower wheels run and pick up the mud. So you'd have mud lines in your yard from where you'd mow.
Jeez. AJ just showed up. Hi, AJ.
Hey, AJ. Good to see you. How's everything in Tractor Land? Yeah, he said he used to let his go for a week and then go out and mow it at 2 a.m. So, and I think that's a great idea. That's why these lawn tractors have lights on the front, because you're supposed to mow at night.
Yeah. My neighbors, thankfully, just let their crap go. So mine looks amazing, and I only put in minimal effort. So, and I
think
started treating my own lawn. I was watching YouTube videos on how to do it yourself because I used to pay expensive True Green to come, and that was like a ripoff.
you're one of them.
I'm not fanatical about it, but I got tired of paying True Green and I wasn't really happy with the service. So I'm like, there's got to be a better and cheaper way. So, like the first year, I had to buy the spreader and some other accoutrements, and so it was about this break-even price. But now I'm going into year 2. I just have to pay for the material.
See, I'm that neighbor that sees you out there picking and plucking with the tweezers at your yard.
No,
I go out there at 3 o'clock in the morning and plant your yard full of thistle seed.
Oh, Jesus. Carrie Mace is here. Hi, Carrie.
Hey, Carrie. Glad to see you. How's all the kitty cats over there?
See, AJ says you can save big money by treating your lawn on your own. Yeah, you can.
I say big money by just letting it do whatever it's going to do and going out and hitting it with the mower.
Well, then your lawn's 90% weeds.
Yeah. And whatever, as long as it's green, I wouldn't care if it died. I'd just go get some green spray paint and go out there and paint all the dead grass green. And then I wouldn't have to mow it.
Ned Flanders and Homer had a conversation on The Simpsons, and it was like, oh, you have some crabgrass there, and there's a patch, and there's a patch, and there's a patch. Homer's like, it just has a bad name. If it had a better name like elf grass, everyone would love it.
Yeah. People get so upset here in town. See, I'm from the country, and we don't care if there's some weeds around. I mean, it draws butterflies, it draws the hummingbirds. It's good for nature. We don't care if there's a few weeds around, but people here in town they get their panties in a twist if there's the least little sign of a weed growing anywhere and throw absolute fits. And I'm like, do you realize you're killing the bees and you're killing nature and all that? You go out and you spray all that stuff, and
too.
You gotta take care of nature a little bit. You kill all the bees, you're gone.
Dandelions are ugly. You need the sea of green, uninterrupted sea of green.
Dandelions are flowers. I mean, every part of a dandelion is useful. That's herbal medicine right there.
AJ's talking about wine. You can distill wine out of dandelion.
Well, yeah, dandelion root.
If the flower, it would be fine, but it has those huge, broad leaves. They just cover everything. They kill everything underneath the leaves.
Dandelions, you make a tea out of them, and you drink that, and it'll kill your pain.
Wow, I have ibuprofen, so
yeah, taking chemicals. Putting chemicals in your system.
Yes. Yay, chemicals.
Instead of nature. You stick with nature.
That's a falsism. They're like, oh, well, it's because it's nature, it's safe. I'm like, you know what else is nature? Cocaine.
Well, yeah.
That ain't safe.
Well,
your heart will explode.
It depends on how you use it. They used to drink it for Coke. Coca-Cola was cocaine.
Yeah. I think the Egyptians were all whacked out on it too.
And look at what all they came up with. They were quite the society.
Sorry, I'm reading.
Made him speechless.
No, I'm reading Jim Dockrell's. He has an interesting fact. I was like, "What? The only state that doesn't contain any of the letters in the word mackerel is Ohio."
It's round on each end and high in the middle.
OHIO at the football game.
That's where I was from. That's where I was born and raised.
Interesting facts that flew by, I think. Oh boy.
Mary Brewer's in the house. Hello, Mary. Good to see you.
Hi, Mary.
Invite everybody. Share. We're gonna be here for a while.
Well, we got a compliment. Someone said both you and I are good commentators, I think was the comment. So.
Well, yeah, I tried to be a fancy tater, but I'm just common. It's better than being in Idaho.
Jim had a NASA quote about apparatus that the astronauts used to pee and the sizes of them and how they had to make up bogus names because everyone would pick 2 sizes larger than they actually were down there. Do we have moderators in the house? Jim is here,
Oh,
I
Let's
missed
see.
another one. Oh, well, a grammatical, what is this? Pedantry syndrome is a form of OCD in which sufferers feel the need to correct every grammatical error that they see. Jim Dockrell says. I think that's a bunch of bunk, but maybe. Okay.
Well,
Whatever.
the grammar police, you know.
It's there, and there. Get it straight, people.
Or your, and your.
Yeah.
I'm like, just be glad that I got some coherent thought down on the paper. Don't give me a bunch of grief about it.
Punctuation is critical. You got to use commas in certain instances. People just don't use them because they don't want to. It doesn't make any sense. You ever see the shirt that says "Let's eat grandma"?
Uh-huh.
Commas are important.
Yep.
Let's eat, comma, grandma.
Kenneth, the Kentucky fam's in the house. Good to see you, Kenneth. Glad you dropped in this evening. Be sure and check out all these other channels. Hit the like, hit the share. If you haven't hit the red, because we don't like red.
Make the red button turn gray. That's what we like around here. And speaking of red button pushes, my channel had a somewhat viral video, and I caught a few new red button pushes. I'm really happy.
Red buttons are evil.
You do it's here. Hey, you do it.
Hey, good to see you.
Always good to see you do it.
Oh, and I wanted to touch base on where all I can be found on the internet because Russ won't let me tell on his channel.
Well, you're on so many places. It takes 45 minutes just to get...
Well, hey, the rest of you get in there and he says, okay, introduce yourself. And you'll say, I'm Matt Haas. I have a whole bunch of channels. Bye. And I mean, what is that? Get in there. Tell you want to be the best kept secret on the internet.
No.
So I get on there and I say, if I get a chance to say it, I say, you can find me on Etsy. I have an Etsy channel. I make soap. I make all kinds of stuff. You'll find me as BrendaG's Designs. Not only on Etsy, but on every place in the internet that you can find it. If you type in BrendaG's Designs, you're going to find me there if I'm there. I'm on Teesprings. I've got merch on Teesprings. I've got merch on Makers Media Network. If you go over to Makers Media Network and you hit the little shop button, Matt's got stuff on there too, but he don't like to tell it. And I put up a BitChute channel because I believe that we need to diversify with all the hoopla that's going on about YouTube.
I have some thoughts about BitChute too.
Okay, well, we'll cover that in a minute. Yeah. And then I'm on Facebook. You'll find me as BrendaG's Designs. I got a group, I got a page, and then Brenda Gibson is my personal page, if you want to even call it personal. I'll put a bunch of jokes and stuff up on there. And I've got Twitter, I've got Instagram, of course, here on YouTube, and I've got a website called BrendaG'sDesigns.net, and that's where all you'll find me that I know of on the internet. I may be some other places. If you find me someplace else, let me know.
See, this is my solution here. If you can share the screen.
All right.
So the website, awesomewoodthings.com, right here. All the social medias are right in this area. And then the support page has a cajillion different ways you can support me with donations and shopping and shirts and PayPal and physical address, stuff like that. So that's a quick way of kind of.
But you got to tell people where to find that. So
I say awesomewoodthings.com.
You don't tell nobody nothing.
Well, come on. All right, I will step up my marketing game per your wise wisdom.
You know, people, after I get done, they say, how am I supposed to follow that? Well, tell where you can be found on the internet. That's how you can follow that. Be proactive.
Yeah.
I'd say Russ says, Nancy wants to know if you have videos on your soap making. No, and there never will be. And I'll tell you why. I spent 30 years perfecting my recipe for soap. It will go to the grave with me. It's like, people that have recipes for stuff that they cook, that's mine. It's going to be over my dead body. So they will probably just carve my soap recipe on my tombstone.
Mark dropped a fun fact about, speaking of recipes, German chocolate cake is named after an American baker by the name of Samuel German. It has no affiliation with the country of Germany. Wow.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yes, that is true. I know that one. But yeah, Nancy wanted to know about my soap. My soap is goat's milk soap. It's made with goat's milk. It's a natural soap, and I have like 70 different scents of it, and they're all in stock. If you look at my Etsy page, you'll see all the different scents that I have. Matt was amazed because a while back he wanted to order some soap, and so he asked me, "Which do you have in stock of the soap that you have?" And I said, "All of them."
And there's like 80 choices. It's insane. Dozens and dozens of choices.
And
The scroll, the drop down menu, it had to scroll on Etsy because I didn't have enough screen real estate, and I have a 27-inch monitor. I'm like, holy hell!
It's all of them. He says, "You do not." I say, "Yes, I do." There is a video on my YouTube channel showing my soap cabinet. I have an old cabinet that was my great grandma's. It's kind of a shaker style china cupboard that I have converted into a soap cabinet, and I keep it fully stocked, running over, full of soap at all times. So whatever scent that you want of soap, I've got it.
The scent must hit you in like one room away. A lot of soap in there.
Yeah. Well, my house smells like French whorehouse because of all the different scents of soap that I have here.
The Egyptian gamer stopped by. Hello, hello.
Hey, good to see you. I hope you're having a good time in Egypt.
Egyptian gamer was lurking for a bit, but now is active in the chat. Hey, we like that. We don't care how you watch.
That's
it's all
right.
good.
Fox, the cutest dog in the West.
Oh, that's the other one. I knew another one slipped in. Hi, Fox, the cutest dog in the West.
That is a cute dog.
Aw. Good name for her.
Always up to something.
Yeah. So BitChute, you want to hear some thoughts about BitChute?
Yes.
People have noticed that the platform hasn't changed at all in 2 years. No features, nothing's different. Colors, fonts, spacing, everything has just, it hasn't changed. So they're like, what the heck's going on? Is that troubling or is that just meh?
I like how simple it is.
Well, it's so simple that there's no discovery on the platform whatsoever.
Well, it's going to be word of mouth.
And that feature where it sucks in all of your YouTube videos automatically cannot be turned off. I was looking for the setting to stop it. You can't. So what some people were trying to do was entice people to use BitChute by posting on Monday early and then posting on Wednesday on YouTube. Well, when you do that, you have two identical BitChute videos because the first one you uploaded directly to BitChute is there, and then the one you upload on YouTube, and you can't stop it.
No,
I don't know why.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
Screen share. Show me how you can do it.
When I post a video on YouTube, it does not go on BitChute.
Well, okay. Let me correct myself.
I have to physically put it on BitChute.
There was a way to connect a YouTube channel to BitChute, and that opt-in action, that's not mandatory, that I took, opens the floodgate for this one-way dump from YouTube. Okay. And then once that's active, you can't get rid of it.
Okay. Because I have not found that little loophole that you have.
There's like a connected services or connected accounts or some sort of tab in the interface, and you can connect your Twitter and some other things. And one of them was YouTube. And when you connect to YouTube, then it's, you can't not do it anymore. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe there is a way. I just haven't found out. And I've heard other people not be able to do that.
Yeah, I've not been able to do it. I haven't found that little gambit there.
Oh, Fox, the cutest dog. Yeah, I'm sure, because the feature I'm talking about is you upload to YouTube and it simultaneously uploads to BitChute, or BitChute takes it from YouTube automatically. And when you connect your accounts, then you can't undo that feature.
Yeah, I haven't found that to connect the two of them, so I have to physically put them both on.
Well, I'm okay with it, but people are just wondering what kind of shop are they running over there? Like maybe there's no one there. Maybe it's just a ghost town. Maybe someone set it up. You can't get any replies.
I think it's a nice fail safe if something does go wrong You know, if you, I mean, there's been things go up with YouTube. Like a couple weeks ago, a whole bunch of channels got deleted because they put emojis in somebody's chat, um, and they had to fight to get their channels back. Well,
Mm,
if that happens and you don't have copies of your videos somewhere,
yeah.
then you've lost your videos. So I think BitChute is a nice one to be able to put your stuff on. See, if you put it on Twitch, it only lasts for a certain amount of time and then it's deleted. But BitChute seems to keep the stuff there forever, as
I
far as I've seen.
I was going to put my videos on awesomewoodthings.com. Now I have the embed code. I have a blog post for every YouTube video I post on awesomewoodthings.com, but it just has the embedded YouTube channel of the YouTube video. I was going to actually put the real video on there, but videos are large files and the bandwidth when people watch them, you have
Yep.
limits. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's hard. Lady Bees
Lady Bees.
Urbanstead is here. Hello.
Yep. Glad to see you. Um, Egyptian Gamer Geek had to leave because he's in Egypt and it's late there. So he had to go, but was glad to have him with us. Yeah, AJ says he doesn't care for BitChute, but hey, there's other ones out there too. There's Periscope. There's a whole lot of different places. I'm just saying you probably need to diversify,
Yeah.
because there's nothing ever etched in stone. The world can change in a heartbeat. So, it's just one of those things. Diversify. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Palladian scientist UFO builder is in the house.
Whoa.
Glad to have you with us. Haven't seen you in forever.
Palladian. That's an interesting term. That's used to describe the people that live in the Pleiades star system.
That's right. That's right. We haven't had any reptilians come in, but everybody's welcome.
They're called Draco. Reptilians are an insult. All right. We have some interesting facts that flew by. Let's try and catch up here. We had one about
Tirana, the capital of Albania, is one of 2 European capitals without McDonald's. The second is Vatican City.
Which Vatican City is technically its own sovereign state, the way it's set up legally. Very tiny. But they have their own army. They have armed people walking the walls. What else did we miss?
I don't know if I welcome Mel, but Mel is in the house, and I will say hey to Mel. I was thinking about Mel today. I seen a video that reminded me. My late husband and I, we used to do line dancing, and we loved to go out to the clubs, and there was a whole group of us that line danced. But I saw one the other day, the wobble. Gosh, I hadn't seen that in a long time.
Wow,
and
that's
I
a weird name.
I don't know why, but it made me think of Mel. I like, if he lived closer, we'd have to go clubbing and do the wobble.
The waddle? That's what you're saying? Oh, wobble. Okay.
Yeah. If you don't know what the wobble is, you have to type that into YouTube, and you'll see how to do the wobble. It's real simple to do. And line dances are so much fun. We used to just, we made up a lot of our own, and people would laugh if it was the first time they ever came in the club, and certain songs would come on, and there'd be like 50 of us head to the dance floor. It was like a mob, one of them mob things that they have where everybody gets up and dances, and yeah, it was so much fun.
Nice. Mark Lindsay CNC says the Vatican's army is actually a detachment of the Swiss army. Iron Fire Horse is here. Welcome back to the channel.
Glad to have you with us. I hope everything's fine in your world. We're supposed to get some decent weather tomorrow. This afternoon was rough. It was blowing so hard it was shaking the house.
So
probably headed your way tomorrow.
Actual sunshine? Oh, wait. Man, I'm barricading myself indoors. I have no reason to go out of the house.
Well, that's pretty much what I did this afternoon. I had reasons to go out, but plans didn't pan out, and it was blowing so hard, probably didn't have no business out anyway, but tomorrow's supposed to be halfway decent.
Fox, the cutest dog in the West, I think is... Wait, maybe they're saying goodbye to someone, or maybe leaving themselves. I don't know.
Well, they just wanted to say hey and remind us that he's still out here. I'm glad that you're out. And then Jim Dockrell says 101 Dalmatians, Peter Pan, Lady and the Tramp, and Mulan are the only Disney cartoons where both parents are present and don't die throughout the movie.
Yeah, Walt was really weird about that with parental figures. He had some sort of weird thing about that.
He was weird about a lot of things, but he was pretty successful.
Yeah. Isn't the urban legend that he's cryogenically frozen so they can bring him back when technology catches up? He was one of the first to be cryogenically frozen.
Well, you have enough money to do that, I think, with all the money his stuff built.
Disney is in some weird trouble now. Their parks are failing. No one's going to Star Wars land.
Well, Walt died, and other people took it over that didn't follow in his footsteps. They branched out in a bunch of different directions.
Yeah, I think they're trying to do too much.
Yeah,
too much.
Well, and they're not.
And the Disney Plus, their channels got hacked. They're all for sale on the dark web. $3 a channel or $3 an account.
And they're not consistent with what his values, for lack of whatever other term to call it, but the things that he had set down for his success, they have varied from that. I mean, if it works, don't fix it.
Right. Yeah. Jim says, ever watch Fantasia? Walt was on acid. Well, that was what he really wanted. Fantasia was the movie he wanted to make. So whatever you take out of that. And then someone said it was just Walt's head that was cryogenically frozen, not the whole body. Okay. Yeah.
Gives a whole new meaning to talking head, don't it?
Yeah. Well, they bought all the properties that they own. Fox, they own Nat Geo, they own Marvel, they own Muppets, they own Star Wars, and everything else. I mean, it's insane.
I'm wondering how the new COPA laws and stuff are going to affect a place like Disney.
Well, it would affect anytime they collect data on children under 13. So like their apps would work. See, TV is exempt because TV doesn't serve ads based on the viewer. TV just serves an ad and everyone sees it. So that's not a thing. But it's not illegal to make content for young children. It's illegal to collect data from the children that's watching content. That's the issue. So we'll see. Who knows?
And Mark put a fact in the chat that I'm going to put up here on the screen.
Oh, I forgot you could do that. All right. The upward arrow looking punctuation mark is called a caret. It used a lot on math. However, in text, it's sometimes called the sarcastrophe when used like this to indicate sarcasm. See, now I thought the /s was supposed to be the sarcasm mark.
I just say it sarcastically and let it go.
Context. The context of my communication communicates the sarcasm.
Let's say, did you know that it is illegal to hunt camels in the state of Arizona?
Oh, no.
I put a thing up the other day on Facebook. I'm pretty sure I shared it, where there was a camel, a donkey, and some other critter that was roaming loose someplace in the United States. I can't even remember what state it was in, but they had a picture of them. I was just roaming down the road. The three of them. They were unlikely buddies. Just, for the United States to be roaming around.
They're both outcast animals. No one likes them.
Well, I mean, if you saw a goat and a pig and a chicken or something, you'd say, well, okay, they just came off the farm. But a camel, I mean, I know there's places that have camels. I've passed them in my travels.
Maybe it was Joe Camel looking for work.
Boy, boy, that's odd. You know, just roaming down the road, just like nothing going on. La, 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 la.
I wouldn't go anywhere near a camel. They'll spit on you.
Yeah,
They're mean.
And if they kick you, you're hurt.
Or dead.
I mean, their feet are as big as your head.
Yeah, no thank you. Dirty. They're filthy, too. It's like, gee, clean yourself. Why do animals have to be disheveled? Girls used to think I was multinational. Should I be reading this, Jim? They always commented on my Roman hands and Russian fingers.
That's my twin brother.
Oh, Jim.
So Frankie said, was a pet shop that had 2 pet lines that got out a few times when we was little, but they just stayed in the lot until the owner seen that they was out.
Wow.
Yeah. As long as they're well fed, they're not a problem.
Right.
It's when they're not taken care of and not fed that becomes an issue. They get hungry and they get out. They're looking for something to eat. Could be you.
I held a baby lion in Mexico, and it bit me. So technically, I'm a lion attack survivor.
But it was just playing.
Yeah, it was playful nibbles.
It wanted to see what you tasted like.
I was mauled by a lion.
And it didn't think you tasted very good, so it stopped with just one bite.
It was so cute. I wanted to take him home.
You're not like a Lay's potato chip.
No. Lady and scientists, UFO builders gotta go.
Well, I'm glad you dropped in. Thanks for coming. Come back in 2 weeks. We'll be back here in 2 weeks. Next week's Thanksgiving, so we will miss next week here on the channel, but we'll be back in 2 weeks. We'll be on Russ's channel Saturday night. You can come over Simply Wooden Creations Saturday night at 8 o'clock Eastern time, and we'll be on there.
I stream on Mondays, 7 p.m. for All Things YouTube, one of my many channels where I break down what's happening on the YouTubes and tell you how to be awesome on YouTube.
Donald says, fact, I just ate 8 of the best tacos ever.
I am pro enjoying tacos, so I'm happy for you, Donald.
Okay, I got a question.
Bring it on.
Because you are the king of tacos. Everybody knows all over YouTube, all over Facebook, all over social media that Matt is the king of tacos. What is this stuff I keep seeing on Facebook all the time of these places coming up with like these 15-pound tacos?
4-pound tacos? Yeah, it's in New Jersey.
There's like 2 places I've seen in the last couple of weeks that's come up with huge tacos.
My friend and I are planning a trip. We're going to go. Yeah. Yeah, it's about 4 hours from where we're at. We're doing it. 4-pound tacos, baby. Come on.
Well, somebody had one that was like 12 pound someplace.
12's a little much.
And I want to know, did they run these specials like, you know, if you can eat it, you get it free, but you have to eat all of it? You know, they do that in steakhouses with these great big steaks.
Yeah. Well, I know the Washington Nationals, which is a Major League Baseball team, the pitcher is they had a burger called the Strauss burger. It's a 15-pound hamburger that you could get in the park. Yeah. Strauss ball. Yeah. Yep, his daughter fends off questions on that daily. So.
Yeah, it's Mark says, I'll quit being a bore in a second, but Walt Disney was cremated and interred at Forest Lawn in California. He's not frozen. It's a myth.
Okay, there we go.
So.
Well, like I said, urban legend, you know, you have to never know if they're true or not.
But seeing all them taco things, I'm like, what is up with this? I mean, you're not seeing them say, if you can eat it all, it's free. You know, if there was something going along with it. I'm thinking, seriously, people go and pay huge amounts of money for this great big taco that they don't even get a chance to try to eat it all, and it's free. There's no game in this.
But I'm doing it. I'm going to do it.
Just go eat until you're sick.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the draw. That's why you do it. Think of the selfies. Think of the food porn you can put on Instagram. It's worth it for the likes.
The only time that I ate till I was sick, there's a smorgasbord right here in Indiana, not terribly far from me. And this was before it changed hands. I haven't been there since it changed hands, but it was a big deal to go there. People would come from all over the United States to go to this smorgasbord. It wasn't very far from the little airport that's close to there, and people would actually fly in, and they'd send a car to pick them up at the airport and bring them over to the smorgasbord. That's what a big deal this place was. They had scalloped oysters on the smorgasbord bar.
Oh.
I love scalloped oysters. I would go there just for the scalloped oysters.
Wow.
And that's the only time that I have ate till I was sick.
I ate so much, I was going to go to the emergency room. I was a young kid at the beach, and I went to Phillips Seafood House, and they had all you can eat, and they would bring you snow crab legs. I ate so many snow crab legs. It was obscene. And I had trouble walking. Like, I had legitimate severe pain, like 9 out of 10 pain just walking. That's how much I ate. It was,
yeah. They had snow crab legs on this smorgasbord too. You could have as many as you want. This place was huge. It was like 2 rooms of nothing but food, and then all the dining rooms. It was an upstairs dining room, downstairs dining room, and dining room all around these 2 rooms in this place where you could sit to eat. And the food was unbelievable. Now, I haven't been there since it changed hands. I've heard that it's not nearly as big as what it used to be.
well,
but
the Excalibur Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas used to have lobster tails at their buffet. I've never seen that ever in my life except for there. Now they redid it, and I don't think they have lobster tails anymore at the buffet. But
now Jim Dockrell put one there in the chat for you.
Yeah, it says leisure suits were casual suits consisting of matching jacket and trousers. They were made of polyester fabric, often in bright colors or earth tone plaids.
Yeah, leisure suits were big back in the 70s. My dad
like the big collars. The collars were like 8-inch collars.
And then they had Western leisure suits.
What?
That had the little silver studs, on for buttons, and the collars would be studded with the little silver studs and stuff. Yeah.
Donald said he won an eating contest. He can't discuss it, but he won a trophy. I enter the eating contests, but I never win. I choked. I do the hot dog eating contest at the ball game, but I just do it because I'm hungry. I don't do it to actually win. But I choked when I was in grade school. I was eating a hot dog, and I choked on a hot dog. Like, it wouldn't go. It got stuck. I damn near died.
Donald says, the only eating contest I ever entered can't be discussed here, but I took the trophy. Now, Donald, just because you woke up with a blue ribbon tied to something does not mean that you won the contest. Just saying. Just so you know.
Oh, there's a California casino that has lobster in their buffet after 4. Nice.
Jim Dockrell says, came in second in a pancake eating contest in high school.
But I didn't puke like the winner. like the story told on Stand By Me, the movie Stand By Me, where they had a eating contest and the protagonist ate syrup of Ipecac beforehand, and the whole stadium started throwing up because it was so. Anyway,
Donald's wanting to argue with me.
Oh, he went back for seconds. Oh, Donald. All right, we better leave on a high note.
Oh, mercy sakes. Well, yeah, we've been on here about an hour. I hope everybody checked out each other's channels. If you didn't, come back and go through it again. Mr. Doughboy 356 joined us right here at the end. We're glad that you dropped in.
Oh, I didn't see you come in, Mr. Doughboy. Hi.
I hope I didn't miss anybody. I tried to keep a pretty close eye on the chat, but hey, we are human.
I think a few interesting facts slipped by us. We apologize if that was the case, but and
for anybody that I missed, There's your cowbell ring. And listen, I hope we see you on Simply Wooden Creations on Saturday night. I hope to see you on Matt's show, All Things YouTube, on Monday night on his channel, because he tells us about all things YouTube, whatever the news is. You know, it's good to keep yourself informed on what's going on. And we will miss you next Thursday, but we hope you have a good Turkey Day, and, you know, go out there and meet and greet, and, you know, try to help people where you can. If you know people that's hungry for Thanksgiving, take them something to eat. You know, then there's some free meals and things to be had in just about every community. So, you know, if you're hungry and you don't have nothing to eat, get out there and get some camaraderie and make some friends. So, you know, with all that being said, thanks for coming, and we'll see you back here in 2 weeks. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Drop a like.